Hello, my aspiring mages. This is JBuzzsaw79 with another spellbook here for you, real quick. This is my Priest spellbook, which took me a long time before I decided to play a Priest. I just really couldn't get into it and enjoyed playing a Priestess. Just a little extra health and her ability to, remove stuff. I kept choosing to play her, so yeah, moving on, here we go. So here's the Priest. So this is the first round here of dropping Temple of Asirad, throwing Harmonize on it, because, why not? And then I couldn't have no room for it, so unfortunately that's why I had to put my Radiant Breastplate there. But then turn 2, me doubling up on certain clerics here, just to kind of ramp the mana up really as fast as possible here with this particular build. 4 Luminous Blasts, as you can see, because it's important to me. And then I got 4 Serin Defenders. I don't know if I'm going to keep 4 in here, but they're kind of like, when you basically, and I have to say petting because that's basically what these mages do too. So yeah, but when you make him your champion and pet him, essentially to me he becomes a Knight of Westlock. That's kind of how I look at him, and obviously he's a little bit cheaper, so that kind of helps out a lot too. As you can see, I got 2 Lights of Dawn as well as 2 Knight of Westlock. So these also can go ahead and be turned into his chosen wand or whatever you want to call it. And you add 5 health, I believe it is, off the top of my head. So I mean, you got 13 health there, and you get 15 there. I mean, all these guys really become a force to be reckoned with. So yeah, that's kind of neat. Try to concentrate kind of with him on the clerics / knights a little bit. I have Elendil in here as well. He's kind of my main summon, as well as Aurora. Trooplet I threw in here. I haven't played with him ever, but I just figured, well, if you have a cleric who's 2 squares away that can heal 2 dice from range of 2, that's pretty cool. And if he needs weight into melee, bet he can go ahead and he can drop some bobs if he has to, especially against the non-living dark stuff, which is really neat. And end of the day, guess what? He's still a cleric, so he can still charge the temple if I needed him to. Everything's fine. He can just give me some mana. So double Bull's Endurance there, double Rhino Hide, double Gator, and double Bear Strength. Kind of just round out, buffs here. I kind of felt 2 of each was a good choice. It might not be. I don't know. The Gator, a little bit less than Rhino Hide with a little bit of, this obviously is combined from these 2. But I don't know why. I really like Gator Toughness, just for that 1 extra point of armor, because if you throw that on, let's say, well, even her, you throw Gator on there, that's 3 armor or 12 health. Not a lot's going to punch through that. I mean, here, 2 armor, 10 health, 3 armor, 10 health. I mean, that's why I feel like I lean towards Gator more than anything. The Bull Endurance, maybe. I just kind of wanted to try it out. I generally, again, prefer the Gator Toughness into this. Double Divine Reversal and double Eye for an Eye. Eye for an Eye is such a good card. As far as an enchantment goes, for a Holy Mage, it is probably, I think, near the top of the top 5, if you had a list of stuff. Divine Reversal is really good, too, because basically, depending on how you look at it, I look at it as basically that's 4. It is essentially 3 mana, you gain 4 health, because it prevents 2 and then you heal 2, so that's pretty spectacular. 2 Nullifies in there, and of course Brace Yourself is so good for, a no reveal cost for 2 armor gives you 4, or 2 mana, no reveal for 4 armor, yeah. Healing Charm, because, with this build, more so than the other, he's not meant to really heal. If he does heal, it's something else is going on generally. The Link, basically, because if you drop this on Arendelle and throw the Healing Charm on him, he probably should be set for a while to go really, raise it up. Restore I threw in only recently. I wasn't going to add Restore, but I figured if I'm in desperate need and if it allows me to stay alive for 3 turns to perhaps finish the match, that's kind of my, this is my enrage timer, so I have to activate to win the game, hopefully. Song of Love, because it's Song of Love. I want to try one in here. Divine Intervention's worked well for me always in the past. Now for the priest himself. You can see here I got double bows here with the ring on. So here's the long and short here. So basically his main attack, remember, if the priest attacks, damages an enemy, and deals light damage, he pays 1 mana and burns them. So like, well, that's not too bad, because you have a 2 dice attack here. You put that on, it's a 3 dice attack, and I thought I had a Hawkeye in here. I don't remember anymore. Maybe I don't. But the major point being basically it's a 3 dice attack. They step into melee, you can still activate the ring to hit him with the orb and has a chance to daze. But the Gloves of Skill, which is the main reason I wanted to really run this, was because the Gloves of Skill being in here. It's a 3 points for an equipment piece, which allows you to reroll. With the ring, and because you have 5, you're talking 4 dice with piercing on, with a chance to burn by paying 1 mana. So I think that's pretty good, and I really wanted to push that, make him basically a ranged support piece, like most of the time here. Another piece of Radiant Breastplate apparently in there. The Crown of Protection is, again, just depending on how things are on the board. Like if I got a couple things up holding the line, so to speak, I could go ahead and throw the Crown of Protection on and drop a couple extra pieces of armor on. Because why not? I mean, those are tokens, those aren't enchants, and they can kind of save the enchants if you need it for later or something. Well, there's my Hawkeye. So I have Hawkeye on, and then I go up to 5 dice with a burn, which, again, that's pretty stupendous if you ask me. Pillar of Righteous Flame, it's so good. It does obviously better against non-living, but it does another 4 dice, so if you could cast it, for example, with your bow, cast it, do 4 dice damage, shoot your bow then, for another 5 dice potentially with the Hawkeye on. Yeah. Consecrated Grounds. Even if you don't cast Consecrated Ground, it's nice to remove other terrain. And this is a question I like to put out there, because I was corrected recently on this and I messed up. Basically, I was looking at the Tsunami. No, not Tsunami. The Whirlpool. It said it apparently has to be attached to water terrain. My only question is now, so like, if somebody cast Whirlpool and you're in the zone, you cast Consecrated Ground, does that destroy the Whirlpool also? Because technically it's attached to that terrain. I feel like it's a yes, but I always like to make sure and stuff, because as you can see in my past, sometimes I screw stuff up, and I just like to make sure. So, Hand of Bimshala, so that's something. Defend, because, as a spell, if you guard, somebody's like, yeah, just have to attack them, and they attack, and then you reveal another defend. Well, suddenly that's bad news bears for them, because, if you had a Knight of Westlock that had guarded previously and you whack them again, they might not be ready for that. So that's a nice little interrupt sometimes people ain't ready for. Of course, 2 Dissolves as well. 2 Minor Heal, a Battle Fury, Royal Strike, because, if you have a Knight of Westlock, you got 3 targets, you can roll 5 damage against each target, or 5 dice rather. That's something. So the round out the spell book here, you got heal here, 3 dispels, and finally 1 rouse the beast, just kind of as a maybe I need 1 thing. So yeah, this is my priest spell book. Thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you did not. Please feel free to throw any comments in. And if you have time and enjoy this content, I would appreciate any kind of support as far as go on and throw on a subscription my way. I would thank you for that in advance. It just kind of, basically pushes my stuff to the top of the list, so to speak, if people search for Mage Wars. So I would find that very useful, and I would thank you in advance. So this is JBuzzsaw79 signing off and saying thank you for watching this video, and see you later.